What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Life After Lockup Season 5, Episode 13, you guys. And this episode is titled Love is a Powerful Drug, you guys. So before we jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Life After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so I gotta be honest with you. This episode here, it didn't do a whole lot for me, but it was okay, I guess, right? But there was one scene in particular, when I tell you guys, I hollered at that scene. I hollered at it. It cracked me up. Now, I'm going to start up with the people who didn't give us the most in this episode, and that is going to be Eris and Cameron, you guys. You guys know that when we last left Eris and Cameron, that they were found that they were pregnant with their daughter, Charlie. Charlie is almost due at this point. We see as Cameron and little Lena, they're in the living room and they are playing a video game with each other. We also find out that Eris lets us know, hey, so we got an eviction notice. I was like, girl, what y'all getting an eviction notice for? She said, well, let me tell you. I was like, okay, what's up? Well, come to find out, the HOA that they live in, they don't like the fact that Cameron is is a convicted felon. So they did a little background check on him and they want them out. And I was like, can they do that? Well, I guess if it's, well, yeah, I guess so, right? Because when you do an application, they do ask you about your criminal record as well as your financial record. So I guess so. So sorry to you. So now Cameron and Eris are having to find somewhere else to live, right? And at this point, they are going to go look for a place. So they got in the car, right? When they got in that car, and when Cameron took them down to that RV lot, I was like, wait a minute now, Cameron. I know Cameron does music and whatnot and, life on the road, but I wouldn't want my family on the road with me, just saying. And I don't think when I saw them, nothing's wrong with an RV, right? Most times when you think of RV, you think of, never mind, I wasn't going to say it. But yeah, it wouldn't be something ideal. You would want your child and your family to have a stable life. And then with Lena, when it comes to school, you would want her to be in a stable school. So you have friends and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It would be an absolute NO for me, but I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and your opinions about this in the comment section below, you guys. And let's pause here and move forward. All right, guys, so let's talk about the couple that I don't care about the least on this season. You guys know it's quite a few of them that I don't care about, but here's one that I just really would have preferred to have never saw again in my life. Taylor and Chance. What I'm going to say with Taylor and Chance is I believe that this storyline is fake as hell. Not the part of her, doing the what kind of epoxy tables, right? I do believe her with the epoxy tables. What I don't believe is this bullshit with Chance. We'll get into it, right? So they're going to go be meeting up with someone that Taylor is going to be making a table for. You guys know how Chance is. Chance is the jack of all trades, right? But a master of none, right? And so before they got there, Taylor was like with Chance, hey, so we're only doing epoxy tables. We're not going to take up her flooring. We're not going to do nothing with her roofing. We ain't going to do none of that. They get there. She shows them where she wants the table to be put at. Chance then goes into her kitchen and starts looking at her counters and talking about what needs to be done on her counters. I'm like, didn't Taylor just say that ain't what y'all came here for? But that's what he wants to talk about. So after that, they left out, right? He left out. And when he left out, this is where I say the scene became extremely fake. He got a phone call from somebody saying, "Who is this?" The person's like, "You know who this is, and I want my money. If I don't get my money, I ain't gonna send nobody down there to come get it. I'm gonna come get it myself. You owe me $1,000." I was like, "So we doing all of this over $1,000? Really, sir? You're doing all of this screaming and yelling over $1,000?" I really would have thought that this man was crying, not crying, but going off, cussing Chance out at least over $10,000, 5,000, something like that. But homeboy is screaming about $1,000. I was like, "But damn, sir, I get it. Times are hard, but shit, are they that hard?" And this is why I said I thought that scene was complete bullshit. I just did not buy that scene. If you guys saw that scene, let me know what you guys thought about it. Like I said, for me, it wasn't believable. I was like, this is, with Taylor and Chance, they're starting to give me Britney and Marcelino vibes. Because you guys remember with Britney and Marcelino, they started to make up storylines just to get along. And I'm wondering, is that what is going on with these two? Because I was like, this is fake as hell. Super duper fake. I've read right through that. But let me know what you guys thought about it. And we will pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. Next up, like I said, a lot of these couples, they could have really kept them, because some of them I didn't want to ever see again in my life. Let's talk about, who y'all want to talk about next? I'm actually saying this out loud, like y'all can give me a suggestion. But we talked about Eris and Karen, and we talked about Taylor and Chance. Let's talk about Melissa and Louis. Melissa is delusional. Melissa is a fucking hypocrite. Like, I'm gonna delve into how ridiculous I think Melissa is. Melissa talks shit about Louis, but ma'am, you ain't no better than Louis. You are actually, if not worse than Louis. At least you and Louis both are in the same boat. Only difference is Louis's been to jail. You haven't. So what is your excuse, ma'am? Now, you guys remember in the season finale that Louis was telling Donna he was going to go up to New Jersey to see Melissa, right? Well, in this episode, we see Louis. Louis is in New Jersey, and he's going to surprise Melissa. So we find out that Melissa works at a bar. I was like, I know you fucking lying. She works at a bar? The same Melissa who has been coming down on Louis because he works at a pizzeria. Girl, you both work in the service industry. He flips pizzas. You sling drinks to people. Tomato, it's the same fucking thing. Y'all probably make the same amount of money, and actually, he probably makes more. Actually, Louis probably makes more than you. Because again, you are a bartender, so you don't make any money. Let's just be real. You live off of tips, and that is that's not being shady or anything like that. So you talked about how much money Louis makes, but ma'am, your whole job is dependent on people giving you tips, because a bartender, anybody in that kind of line of work, typically only makes about $1 to $2 an hour. Like, Melissa, miss me with the bullshit. Then she's talking about how Louis, he's not doing it. I was like, she's like, he doesn't plan anything. I was like, you dumbass. He literally planned to come here to surprise you. And she was like, you should have told me it was a surprise, you moron. You guys, I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with the likes of a Melissa this season, because that woman really irritates me and gets on my fucking nerves. Like, I really wanted to say, Pot, please meet Kelda, because you are no better off than Louis is. Like, let's just keep it real with each other, girlfriend. You ain't no better off than he is. You guys, there is a net that is flying by my light, and I want to slap at it, but I don't want to slap y'all. But yeah, Melissa had me all the way fucked up. Then she's talking about him looking for his job search. How the hell do you think this man's gonna look for a job in down in Georgia when he's trying to come up here with you? You got to be in person. And then he told her that he has tried to look for jobs, but the people are denying him because of his background. And I 100% believe him in that sentiment, that people don't want to work with Louis because he's a convicted felon. But Melissa, oh, I can't stand Melissa. That dingbat gets on my nerves, you guys. I promise you, Melissa gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves. Now, they left her job, went to her home. When they got to her place, I was looking at Melissa's place. I was like, I know you are fucking lying to me. Melissa's apartment, no shade, a little shade, all shade and all tea. It looked like a shoebox. When I saw her bedroom and her bed, first of all, she ain't got no bed with a frame. Melissa ain't got no frame or no headboard. She just got a mattress and a box spring. And I was like, wow. Then her guest bedroom, it's small as hell too. So she got a 2-bedroom apartment, but it's still small. It looked like a little shoebox apartment. And she's talking about him living with Donna. Girl, I'd rather he live with Donna than in this. Melissa. I was so happy when Louis clocked her and he asked her, is this a high school fantasy that you're living out? I was like, it absolutely 100% is a high school fantasy that this moron, this dingbat, is 1000% living out. Melissa can go straight to fucking hell. I can't stand Melissa. I cannot stand Melissa. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and put Britney and Key-Rock in here. It wasn't a whole lot with Britney and Key-Rock. I liked their scene, but there was one part of this scene where I was slightly, you know what, I knew why Britney took offense to that. So at this point, Key-Rock has now been out of prison for 3 months. He's talking about how it is living with the family. He did take his mom outside to tell his mom that he does want to ask Britney to marry him. However, he doesn't want to ask Britney to marry him without at least getting, he feels traditional, right? So he wants to get someone in her family to give him her hand in marriage. And so we also see that his mom is very happy. So she went inside and got a ring, and she said that this is a ring that has been in the family for years. And so it is his great grandmother's ring. And so she wants him to propose to Britney using this ring. And so we then see as they're getting ready to go out, so this is leading up to the proposal, he's telling Britney that they're going to go horseback riding and go to dinner. And this is going to be when he asks her to marry him, right? Now, they did talk about her dad, and she said something to the extent that when she was younger, her dad got jumped by 7 guys. And he was like, yeah, I do remember you telling me that story. It was 7 black men, right? So Britney was like, stop, babe. Like, don't do that. And he was like, what are you saying? And then it finally dawned on me what she was saying. I think she didn't want it to be like a race situation. And I got that. I was like, okay, I get where she's coming from. She doesn't want any racial undertones of racism to be applied, like, oh, 7 black men just jumped your daddy. So I got where she was coming from. And she kind of wanted him to stop the conversation. She also did say to him that, because he's thinking that the reason why her dad might not be okay with them being together is because he's a black man. And she said, no, it's because you're trans. And I was like, it could be 2 things. It could be because he's trans and because he's a black man. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but 2 things could be true. Not, so who knows? Because her dad could feel a way about if he got jumped by 7 black men, he could feel a way. And it doesn't necessarily have to equate to racism. So I got that. Now to get to where they're going for skydiving, and Britney was like, what the hell? Girl, if somebody ever came to me and said, babe, you got to prove that you love me by going skydiving, I'm like, you know what? You can have it. I do love you, but I don't love you that much to put my life at risk. I am not going to skydive. You have fun. You go up there and do it. If us getting engaged has a contingency plan of me jumping out of a goddamn plane, baby, we're not getting married. We are not getting married. Literally, We won't get married. Hell to the now. Hell's now, bitch. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no. No, 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 no. Let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. All right, you guys. So we got Yellowbone back, aka Chevelle, Hunt, and Quaylon. We have not saw them. Oh my God, when is the last time we saw Chevelle and Quaylon? Chevelle looks a lot different. I know that previously, you guys know on Thursdays they do Love After Lockup, where they had done an episode with her. I didn't watch it, but they currently live here in Dallas and they're engaged. So I think I heard that Chevelle got her body done. Okay. Because everybody did talk bad about her that season she was on Love After Lockup. But I'm happy. I'm kind of happy to see them back. Now she said that Quaylon did a complete 360. I was like, Chevelle, sweetie pie, honey bunches of oats. It's not a 360, babe. You know a 360? That is a circle. You mean he did a 180? Now, he did a 180. That's 180, right? Because it's not a full circle. But 360 is a full circle. People love to say she did a complete 360 or he did a complete 360. A 360 is a circle. I want y'all to go back to school and learn what 360 is and what 180 is. 180 means he started and he stopped. He didn't make that complete circle because, again, 360, a circle back to where they were previously. He is not that person according to her. Now, we see them as they're getting ready to go look at the venue, right? Before that, she was talking to her friend, and she's telling to her friend about how nervous she is about this wedding because at this point, her family and his family, they ain't getting along with each other, right? Child, and we saw when we got to the venue and her mama came and his mama came, the mamas was ready to knock it down in that motherfucker. They was about ready to knock down, drag down, and bust each other up. But it was good to see them. It really was nice to see Chevelle and Quaylon. I'm actually happy to see them. I'm happy to see them back, you guys. But that's it for them. If you guys want to chime in with that, I know I didn't really too deeply talk about them because it really wasn't much to talk about. I know her mama said she ain't paying for the wedding. When that woman said $25,000, I was like, do they got that? But you know what? If it's on the show, WeTV can cover it. I don't know. Ooh. They might cover it because if you guys notice, they showed the name of the building. So yeah, if they had a wedding there, it'll be for the show. Let's pause here, move forward, and wrap up the episode, shall we? You guys, the end of the episode. I only say these two for last because the scene was hilarious to me. You guys, when I tell you guys I cracked up and hollered at this damn scene, Joynomi and Red. You guys know I don't care that Joynomi and Red are back. I don't like to see them back. You guys, I forgot to mention last week that I had found out that Red's mama is a registered sex offender. Man, what did you do? I know it was when you was younger, but Jesus the Christ. Hide your kids, hide your kids. That's just me being funny. But for real, hide your kids. Again, being funny, but hide your kids. So, we see these two. They made one stop in Oklahoma. Then they stopped here in Texas. And I was like, wait a minute. I had to think about it. I'm like, where are they going? But they're going down to New Mexico. I was like, where the fuck are they going? Are they going through Oklahoma? Oh, and they're in Missouri. Okay, that does make sense. I was like, huh? But I thought she was flying. Girl, you are stupid. So you drove one way drove 5 hours somewhere, turn around and drive 5 hours back to get him, and now y'all on y'all way back to New Mexico. Joy, you are dumb as hell, but you look stupid. So it is what it is. Now, while they were in the car, this dumb fool gonna ask him, babe, is there anything that you don't like about me? He said, no, I love everything about you, baby. Well, she said, but I think there's a but. I feel like there's a but there. I'm like, you goddamn right, it's a but there. It's a big ass but. He slept with another woman. He didn't tell her that. So he tells her, well, it's your insecurities and the fact that you can't just easily get over them. I was like, run that back. Run that back real quick. Her insecurities, sir, you're the reason for her insecurities. Get the fuck out of here. He gaslights her. Like, I'm like, you are so stupid, Joy Nomi. But hey, if you like it, I love it, sweetie pie. Now, they're staying in a wagon when they get, I guess they were here in Texas. I don't know where that was. And I was like, Joy, you are so stupid to not realize this man only wants to have sex with you. That is terrible when you are in a relationship and a person only wants to have sex with you. But it is what it is, right? Then he let us know that him and Julie, they had sex twice. So I guess he bust one the first time and they were still ready to go and they went for a second time. I was like, but I thought the sex was bad. And he want to say once again that the sex with Julie wasn't as good as with Joy. He wasn't satisfied. I was like, but you hit it twice, nigga. You maybe can run that gaslighting bullshit on Joy's dumb ass, but you can't run it on me. Obviously, the sex was good if you stuck your penis in her vagina 2 times. Like, what the fuck, sir? Get the fuck out of here. Then he calling her bestie. Stop with that bestie shit. Like, that is getting on my nerves. Then this fool proposed to Joy. I was like, I know you fucking lying. I was like, first of all, where did he get this ring from? This is a scene where I hollered. When that fool went into a souvenir shop and bought that girl a $31 ring, oh, babe, I love it. I can't stop looking at it. I was like, well, shit. Hopefully it don't turn your finger green because it ain't real. Damn, girl, you are damn bad. But hey, maybe she like it. If she likes it, I love it for her. I really do, honestly. I love it for her because there's gonna be egg on your face when he tell you that he fucked his best friend. Dumb. That's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.